Hi everybody, welcome back, or welcome if you are new. In today's video, we have better lighting. Let's put it that way. We are going to be doing a check-in on my budget for October, my first week of October. And I'm just, because we're doing digital, I'm letting you know kind of what I'm doing. I am in GoodNotes using a PDF that I created off of Canva, and I then also came in and created these little things. These are not available anywhere. These I just created stickers, so I can come in here and copy and paste what ones I need to use within my own little planner. So I am doing that right now. So to make things a little bit simpler, I went ahead and already put in all the expenses, and it was just getting a little, I tried filming this earlier and it was just getting really confusing. So I'm gonna go ahead and share with you guys what is going on with everything. So we have several things that look like they were charged on Sunday, but they were not actually charged on Sunday. They were charges that came through on, one was on the 2nd, and then I had a lot on the 11th as well. So let's go ahead and get started over here at the stuff for the 2nd actually. So we have one bill that was $90. I had one subscription renewal for Canva Pro, which was a business expense, so that I do the year because it's cheaper that way than doing it month to month. I bought vitamins, so $60.90. It was, so the Ritual vitamins and the probiotics from them, I'm testing them out. I did buy from them in the past, but it got expensive. $30 for some vitamins was just a bit too much when I was living paycheck to paycheck. I think I can afford it just a little bit now if I can control my spending. We have one pet expense, and I bought a harness for one of the cats. I am trying to get them all familiar to wearing a harness, and if I can get Jack to go out, because he's the one that likes to go outside, I'd like for him to be able to walk around without running off. So I bought a harness. I know I should have tried training them when they were much younger, but it is what it is. Amazon, this is a bit of a pricey Amazon, but that is because I broke down and finally bought a wet dry vac for the house, and I was planning on doing this at some point when I had more hard flooring instead of carpet, but I got lazy when doing my bathroom refresh and said I'm gonna buy a Tenco, whatever it is, and that way it'll be a lot easier for me to clean the bare concrete and get it ready to start painting and everything like that. So I did buy it, $465, and solution. I have enough solution to last me a lifetime, I think. So because the box, when I bought the vacuum, it didn't say it came with solution, so I bought solution, and it's a huge bottle. We have 3 grocery expenses. One was from Amazon. It was an item that I could not find at any of the grocery stores around me, and that is hulled barley, H-U-L-L-E-D barley. And so that was $14.49. I could only find it at Amazon. Walmart, $45.41, and Aldi, $131.55. It is quite expensive. I did buy a lot of meat that is actually going to be lasting me for a very long time, for pretty much the entire month. So it's going to be a bit pricey. I am also working on a new meal plan where I will be eating healthier meals. I've gotten off track a little bit. I've eaten a couple things of ramen and some pizzas and stuff like that. But that is because I needed to get back to the grocery store later in the week. Moving on into Tuesday the 3rd, we have a cell phone bill of $58.13, standard. Then on the 4th, I'm gonna go top to bottom now. We have a miscellaneous that was for buying new tennis shoes, $68.14. One gift item, I bought a early birthday present for my mom, and it was a book, so $15.98. I will be pulling from my gift sinking fund over at some point at the end of the month. Chewy, my monthly Chewy haul for the cats, $246.89. One item was out of stock, so I had to come back a week later and order the one item that was out of stock because it was now in stock. And while I was at it, I looked at my cat pheromone diffusers and ended up buying those. You'll see that on the 10th here. And then we have one entertainment. I bought 2 books. One was a Kindle book and one was the paper version of the cookbook, the low cholesterol cookbook. I just decided it would be easier for me to have that than trying to pull out the iPad and getting the iPad dirty and all of that. So I have a paper version now. On the 5th, we have podiatrist. I had an appointment and I also had a $40 bill that was due for a boot from June. So I just went ahead and paid it all, $80. So I don't have anything in medical sinking fund anymore, so it's gonna have to be miscellaneous. 2 other bills came out. My quarterly trash payment was due, so $96.69, which actually is higher. So I'm gonna have to readjust here and do pretty much figure out 3 months, 100 divided by 3 months basically, so that way I have extra in there. And then my August water payment finally got debited out of my account, so $383.43 came out of my account. We had nothing on Friday or Saturday, so let's go ahead and move on over into the 8th, which is actually stuff for the 10th. So I'm going to ignore that for now, and we'll be back. Monday the 9th, we had $37.31 for website security, a business expense. On the 10th, we have a grocery of $14.51. I needed to get eggs, milk, and there was something else in there that I just cannot think of right now. Oh, ice cream and I forgot what I got, but I did, like I said, I did go off a little bit. But that was because I ran out of food and needed to go to the grocery store, but I just didn't want to do it on this day. Then we went to the Home Depot, and I actually think this actually happened over the weekend, but whatever. It's when it showed up on the credit card statement. I went to Home Depot to get ceiling paint and some other things. Actually, I did go to Home Depot on Sunday, so it just finally showed up in the accounts on the 10th. So ceiling paint, and then I bought other paint supplies as well because the way I'm doing my rooms, I needed to have multiple things because the way I paint and everything. So $125.26, and then the second Chewy order, which was $63.28. Then on the 11th, I'm gonna quickly scroll back over to the 8th and go through the miscellaneous. We have CVS. This was for a prescription for antibacterial cream, $3.48, and the reason I needed to get antibacterial cream is because of the second expense, which was for the dermatologist, where I had minor surgery and had a pilar cyst removed from my hairline right behind the ear, and I have stitches right now, and it is not painful, but every time I turn my head, I can feel the stitches pulling, so it's not fun. I did have this done today. I'm filming this on Thursday. I had it done Tuesday, so I'm doing better. $152.46. I'm not sure if there's gonna be anything extra. They did do all the pre-stuff with my insurance, so they quoted me 200 something, but I think once they actually saw it and looked at it, it was a lot less. So the cyst or the suture or something like that was only 1.1 centimeters long, so it's not a very big suture or cut, but it is not fun. Let's put it that way. Okay, that all happened on the 11th. So going back to the 11th, I did go to the grocery store. Well, while I was at CVS, I also bought a Dr. Pepper. Again, I had surgery. I wanted to treat myself. So $2.91 for the Dr. Pepper. I went back to the grocery store to get my next week's supply of food, so $57.22. Walmart, same thing, got items that I could not get at Aldi, $40.64. 2 of those items were English breakfast tea and Irish breakfast tea, and they were I bought a whole lot of them, so hopefully I I'm still getting the burning, smelling sensation, and it was really bad on Tuesday when having the surgery because I could just smell it and it was very strong. And it wasn't because anybody else had been smoking or anything. It's just, it travels with me. So I know it's me and my nose situation from getting sick earlier in the year. But I noticed that when I was drinking tea, I was not having that problem. But if I drink coffee, and I've tried different types of coffee, it goes away for like a day and then it comes back and it's worse. So I'm just gonna keep testing out tea and see if that happens, and I'm okay with drinking tea. So yeah. And then we did one credit card payment for $25 to credit card number 2. I did put the stuff for Home Depot, and I think there were some other charges on there. I can't remember at this point, but I maybe one of the Amazon hauls or something like that was on the credit card, so that did the minimum payment of $25 on that. Oh, goodness gracious. That is that part of it. Okay, let's move on into the budget type stuff. Now that we've done the tracking, I did get paid. I'm not sharing how much my budgeted and actual amount are, but I am going to share that I did get over my budgeted amount. So $190.21 over my budgeted amount. And then additional income, I didn't put this in here, but I always budget for 0 on this. And so far, I'm going to change this to a different color. Okay. I did transfer over some stuff from sinking funds. So in order to pay for trash, I transferred over what was in my trash sinking fund. And then what was remaining for my summer bills, I also transferred that over for a total of $114.92. And that will change from week to week if I transfer anything else from any of the other accounts. And I'm working off my paper over here. So if you hear me flipping pages, that is what's happening. So let's go over to bills. I am going to check off the ones that we have paid. And internet has been paid. Cell phone has been paid. Trash is not included on here because I'll put it on the sinking fund a little bit later. And water, I'm going to put this in blue for right now because it will change because I still have some more on the water. That was the September bill. So $383.43 was just the August bill on that. Now going into pet supplies right here, I'm going to add those up really quick. It is I will change that I may have to change that depending on food, but I did buy extra food there was extra food in there in the first delivery, but it wasn't what I wanted. So that's where we're at right now. Trying to remember which all ones are. I think all the rest of them are, what are they? Oh, we have a debt payment because we have a 0 right here. Okay, all the rest of them are over here, and I did this already where groceries I totaled $306.73, so I am already $6.73 over, and we're only 12 days into the month, so I'm gonna have to figure out groceries, but I knew I was not going to be on budget because I am buying a lot healthier food and all of that. Miscellaneous, this is just the way it is right now, $304.08. I am okay with that being over because the majority of it is medical stuff. So I just brought this down for the week to check in. Going down to cash envelopes, entertainment We have $22.48 that I have spent from here. Maybe. Okay. And household, we have a lot. Okay. Household. Yikes. Okay. We'll be transferring some money over from sinking fund. Not a lot, not to cover all of that, but yikes. Personal care, we have a couple of those. Nope, we just have the one. So $60.90. Okay. And I have not eaten out at restaurants, and I have not purchased anything for crafts. So we're doing good on that. And we're gonna come on over here to transaction log, and I am gonna go ahead and on 10/5, trash, 96.69, and on 10/4, and that is everything that I have pulled from sinking. Sorry, I keep kicking the tripod underneath there. Okay, that's it for the transaction log. I'm not going to mess with any of this stuff right here for now. But I do know that I did subtract the 30.68 from here, and I already did subtract 84.24, but that right there is not correct because the actual payment that I did do was $96.69. So I'm gonna have to cover some of that from my own checking account and not from what I had saved up. This is where I have to adjust what I'm actually putting into the trash fund. So savings, nothing much has been done here. I am gonna go ahead and, not with that, but with this, and do $25. I haven't paid anything else right now, so we have added stuff, like I said. And then business expense, I checked off that I did the website security over here, and then the Canva software as well. Keeping it real, again, I've had surgery, minor. It's very minor surgery, but you can tell my hair's all greasy. I can't get this wet until later today. It has to be 48 hours. So I can't. Anyways, that's where I'm putting the cream. I should have a dressing bandage or something like that, but it's very difficult to have that stick to hair. So to get by at nighttime, I basically am taking a gauze pad, putting it right after I put the antibacterial cream on there, I'm putting the gauze pad on there, and then a bandana. I pull the bandana up like this, I folded it over, and then I have it tied right up here. It's a huge fashion statement and looks absolutely awful, but you'll see it if you watch my bathroom refresh whenever I get it posted, because I will be in there. I'm going to do the same thing to kind of protect from dust getting into that, because I need to get in there and sand all the baseboards and door, and I need to get back to working on that, and because it is Thursday and I want to be done by Sunday. So back to the budget. I hope that everybody enjoyed this video. I know it is a little bit kind of all over the place when I'm doing this, because it is a learning curve for me. I've been doing paper budgeting and paper planning for so long that moving to digital format it's a little bit of a learning curve, and trying to figure out how to film and everything. So baby steps. I got new lighting, which was one of the things, and I am tearing up because the lights are right at me. and and my shadow. So, but I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and that you are enjoying me learning how to do all of this stuff. So I hope that you will check back on my next video. I am supposed to be doing a cleaning video on Sunday, but I think I'm going to do a marathon cleaning video because with doing that home renovation refresh stuff and then this, I need to clean the house. I really do. I just don't want to. So you'll see a cleaning marathon probably this Sunday, and then I will be back to my regular schedule the following week on that. But I hope that everybody enjoyed this video, and I will be back on Sunday with that cleaning marathon. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I will be back again next Friday with another budget check-in on my digital planner on my iPad. So thank you, everybody. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you are not already subscribed. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful Friday, a wonderful weekend. Bye, everybody.